Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Yesterday, October 4th, 2016, another story in the headlines of police shooting an unarmed black teenager. They said he had a toy gun, a replica gun, thus the shooting. This is more staged propaganda targeting a segment of the population. They're trying to get people to react to these shootings, this purposeful propaganda. They want people to act out because then they will become statistics in legitimizing an agenda. Right now, almost every state in this nation, except for Louisiana, which already passed the bill, is looking at the bill, Blue Lives Matter, to militarize police against threats, namely Black Lives Matter. So check this out. This is how the people are provoked. This is how the agenda is pushed along. Supposedly the LAPD, which are no strangers to propaganda, divisive propaganda meant to divide the people over race. LAPD, connected to the Rodney King beating. Many of these shootings in recent years. A couple months ago, they had a story of shooting an unarmed teenager. So here we are again. LAPD, video shows teen was armed before he was shot by police. LAPD in Gematria sums to 33. Just like police, just like race war, just like masonry, secrecy, KKK, just like Black Lives, as in Black Lives Matter, the controlled opposition group that's part of this agenda. It was created to use the people against themselves without them recognizing. So here we are with the LAPD, the 33, the number of the race war. They say they killed a teen. Teen in Gematria sums to 44, like officer, like trooper, sheriff, shooting. Race riot equals 44. Racial equals 44. All of these stories very racial. They said the name of the teenager shot is Carnell Snell. Doesn't that just sound like a bullshit name? Carnell Snell. All of these names sound like bullshit. Carnell Snell Jr., it comes right after the news of Alfred Alongo, another very bullshit sounding name. Alfred Alongo, Carnell Snell Jr., Black Lives Matter, all have Gematria 56. All of these stories are coded with the details of the agenda. The details are meant to provoke those in Black Lives Matter. The group that George Soros gave $33 million to last year. Hey, George Soros, why don't you give $33 million to spreading the Gematria knowledge so we can really put this to an end, huh? Anyway, it was also the 56th governor of Louisiana who signed the Blue Lives Matter bill, specifically targeting Black Lives Matter. 56, one of those numbers with 11 numerology, the master teacher. The name Carnell Snell Jr. in English Gematria also sums to 930, which is a lot like 93 for propaganda for Saturn. Familiar details, they said he had the toy gun in his waistband, so they confused and shot. We've seen this emphasis on waistband in a lot of these race war stories. The reason they use it is because waistband has the 93 propaganda Gematria. Fateful number in Black history. Malcolm X equals 93, Martin Luther King Jr. 93, both dead at age 39, both dead by the number 44, the kill number. Never seen my work on MLK and Malcolm X, you got to check it out. They only met one time in history on a date with 93 numerology. These are the numbers of the Zionist Jews who control your media, who control your government, who control your police. The story of the killing of Carnell Snell Jr. comes from Chief Charlie Beck. And what's the name Charlie Beck equal? Doesn't it just sound like a bullshit name too? Who goes by that as a man? Charlie? Call me Charlie. Little boy in the chocolate factory. Charlie Beck, 77. Police officer, 77. Police department, 77. Let's not forget the July 6th hoax propaganda shootings of Alton Sterling and Philando Castile, the first state, Louisiana, to sign the Blue Lives Matter bill. Then the next day on 7/7 in Dallas, retaliatory shooting at police. That's what it's all about. Militarize the police because they got threats. And why do they have threats all of a sudden? Because there's all this propaganda about them shooting young unarmed black people. My favorite story still is out of Los Angeles for these shootings. It was Nicholas Robertson, who was supposedly carrying a 45, so he was shot 33 times. And in the media coverage where they showed the picture of him carrying the 45, They show like a 30-second video surveillance clip of him walking across the street with nothing in his hands. Then they show him being shot on the ground with a photoshopped gun in his hand, and it couldn't be any more obvious that it's photoshopped. The name Nicholas equals 45, Robertson 45. They said he had a 45. Honestly, Truth Seeker, I don't feel bad for the people anymore who are getting played by this media. You know, I'm trying to wake people up, but people are so fucking stupid. I mean, all the people who come here and watch my videos and go, oh, this is just bullshit. I mean, how many times do I have to show you the same fucking thing over before it gets through people's heads? For most of the American people, there's no reaching them. They're just programmed robots. They have no thought capacity. All they can do is follow what's on the TV, what they see other people doing who are also programmed through the TV. There's pretty much no consciousness. There's no brain power. There's no critical thinking. It's just follow, believe, and follow all the wrong things. People of all races, same problem. Yesterday's story, it was also a date with 50 numerology, that special number for the nation, America 50, 50 states. Charlie Beck, the small way equals 50. It was Charlie Beck. You know, Mr. 77 as well, giving us the news yesterday. Let's read right here about what happened. When the car finally did slow down, supposedly this man, Carnell Snell, was in a car that police thought was stolen. We just need to get rid of police. How many people do you guys know that have been pulled over in a car that they didn't steal because the police said they thought it was stolen? I know that this happened to numerous people. Police are just fucking morons. They're just instigators. You know, they got bad information. Police just cause more problems. Police don't solve anything. They don't protect anything. They don't deter any crime. In fact, they bring in more crime because most drugs, weapons that come into communities, they're funneled in through the authorities, such as the police, the FBI, the CIA. All of this security is what truly makes us less safe. We've given all the power and authority to the tyrants. When the car finally did slow down, a man later identified as Snell ran out from the back seat holding his waistband as if he was supporting something, Beck said. Officers chased Snell for a few hundred yards, during which time they saw him remove a gun from his waistband, the chief said. Snell then turned in the direction of the pursuing officers, Beck said. Police shot at Snell 6 times, striking him twice. Snell's mother, Monique Morgan, was visibly distraught as she told reporters her son was shot multiple times. Notice the initials MM. That's the 13th letter. 13 in numerology is 1 plus 3 equals 4. So 44. Teen 44. Kill 44. Shooting 44. Officer 44. Made up story. Made up characters. There's no Monique Morgan. There's no Carnell Snell Jr. My daughter got a phone call, she said as she wept. Remember, we just had the daughter involved in the Alongo, what was his name? This bullshit name? Alfred Alongo. Or was it the sister? I guess it wasn't the daughter, it was the sister. Doesn't matter, it's all contrived. My daughter got a phone call, she said as she wept. It said that the police shot him. Beck said a semi-automatic handgun found next to Snell's body was fully loaded. I know where we were recently hearing about the daughter and sister as well. It was the Tulsa shooting hoax of Terrence Crutcher, which I just put out a video on, a third video. The name Snell, which is completely contrived name, Snell the Small Way, sums to 17, like kill the small way. Snell the Big Way and Small Way has the same gematria as Mason. Again, it's the Freemasons who run your police, who run your government, who believe in divide and conquer, order out of chaos, who contrive these stories by the numbers. Carnell Snell, without the junior, has the same gematria as chaos, another number often coded in these shootings. Look at the details they give us. The 77th Street OIS. 77th Street, huh? Police department, police officer. This happened outside Ascot Elementary. Ascot has gematria 58, just like Freemasonry, just like Secret Society. Ascot Elementary sums to 59. The other number stamped on black people, Black History Month, February, ends on the 28th day, the 59th day of the month. Blues 59, Negro 59, Slave 59, Rodney King, 59, beaten on March 3rd by the LAPD, by the police. They said that the tip of the gun had the orange toy marker coat. He colored it black, they're saying. That was the confusion. They're saying it was a toy gun. It had the orange thing that they put in the end of toy guns. I know any of you who have seen a toy gun, you know how they put in the orange plastic piece at the end. They said he colored that black, thus the confusion. Orange is the new black. Anyway, LAPD 33, Orange 33, Race War 33. We covered it. This is a federal agenda, Federal 33. Washington, D.C. equals 137. 137 is the 33rd prime number. This entire nation is a Freemason construct by the numbers. The Freemasons believe in order out of chaos, Order 33. That's why they probably code 33 to all their propaganda that's part of an agenda to create their Masonic order police state. This shooting supposedly happened October 1st, 2016. October's the only month with 33 gematria. It was a date with 47 numerology. Again, the other number often paired with 33, authority 47, obey 47, judge 47, gavel 47. These images with the coding here, more 44, Newton OIS, 44 like kill, shooting officer, trooper, sheriff, teen. Teen's a simple one. T's 20, E's 5, E's 5, N's 14. 20 plus 5 plus 5 plus 14 is 44. All of these stories mentioned down here. The incidents follow recent police-involved shootings in El Cajon, that's the Alfred Alongo hoax. Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's the Terrence Crutcher hoax. Charlotte, North Carolina, that's the Keith Lamont Scott hoax. Not a single one of these shootings are real. They are all evidence of how our media, our police, conspire against us. This is the Zionist, Jewish, Masonic agenda by the numbers, as it is every single day in the mainstream media. Until next time.